Welcome to this week's Down Home with Tina episode, and Happy New Year. Here we go at it for another year and looking forward to 2025. I am really excited with the guests that I do have coming up this show. The first one, I have known her for several years now. It's been over a decade, and she's been a guest on before, but she's always a ball of sunshine, and Anna Tobin is who it is, and you'll find out what she's got going on. It is called the Senior Hub, and it's still with Meals on Wheels. It is relatable. We'll talk about that. And then I also get to highlight a communication technician from Lancaster Police Department for my first responder of the month. Folks, don't go anywhere. She's got a couple of really cool stories as well. It's Down Home with Tina.
Dagger Law has more than 110 years of experience in nearly every aspect of the law. When we're not just helping clients, we're helping the community. You'll see us at festivals, sporting events, and around town because we live and work here too. We are your neighbors, and we want to help you when you need it. When we help each other, we're stronger. Our community is stronger. Creating a strong, vibrant, healthy, and safe community is everyone's responsibility, and we take the responsibility seriously. We are local, we are trusted, we are experienced.
Welcome back to Down Home with Tina. I have Anna Tobin with me. She is the executive director of what is called the Senior Hub. Mm-hmm. It is your local Meals on Wheels provider. And Anna and I go back all the way to, I think you were on my first episode of Down Home with Tina.
I think I was. I was thinking about that the other day. You put a pie in my face.
We played a game.
We did.
We played that pie in face game, and it's such a fun
I was in it, Tina. I was there for you.
And you are such a sport with everything and anything. And I realized, that it had been a couple of years, and then right before you sit down in the chair, I'm like, the Senior Hub. It's a new name. So many things happen, even though it's been a couple of years. But we go way back. We go all the way back to I want to say 2011 is probably. I started late in 10 of doing radio, and and then you and I started talking. I would say pretty regularly about back then. You were someplace else.
Right.
You went from the young up to the elder.
Yep, you're right.
The older.
You're right.
So
we've known each other for a long time.
We have a lot of things have happened.
A lot of things have happened. It really has, yeah.
Yes. But what is really, really great, I think, is the new and good things that you have that are going on in the career that you're in, and that is as the executive director at the Senior Hub. Right. Tell me about this name change, please.
Isn't that so cool? We adopted last November. So not this not this month.
I know.
Past November.
I knew it was a while.
It was like a whole year-long kind of project that we worked with Cryo Communications, and it was identified as from our board as saying, we're so much more than meals, and our legal name is Meals on Wheels Older Adult Alternatives of Fairfield County. Well, you say that a couple times and people wonder, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So we did community surveys, we surveyed our clients, and it was the general consensus, you need a name that encompasses everything that you do, because we do so much more than meals.
And I remember talking to you way back when you started at Meals on Wheels as well, that you were the place that, if you need anything or you have a question about anything, don't hesitate to call Meals on Wheels Alternatives County, the whole thing. So the Senior Hub is a perfect name.
Right.
I love it. So what's it been like for people to, has it been tough for them to actually, because Meals on Wheels is such a big name, is it hard for them to relate the two?
We've kept the two side by side. So which has been good. We actually co-branded, and we all agreed that we're going to keep those names side by side for a time. Because, as you said, Meals on Wheels is such a strong brand, and people know the organization. They know if they need assistance with meals, they know where to call. Now we've got to get them to understand that there's 20 additional services that we can provide, and that's all under the umbrella of the Senior Hub.
So tell folks, please, other than the meals, those who can qualify for the meals, and we'll talk about that and then go right into all of those other things.
Okay. So to qualify for the meals, for any of the services.
Yeah. Okay.
Of the senior hub. Let's just go there. 60 and older and living in Fairfield County.
Okay.
Some of our services are based on your income. They might have cost shares, but our meal program is open to anyone who needs that assistance. I mean, if you're unable to shop, prepare your own food, or if there's not anyone in the home to help provide a meal for you during the daytime, you could use our services, right?
Yeah.
So that home delivered meal comes every day, Monday through Friday. We offer frozen meals for the nights and the weekends for those who really have no one to help care for them. So we want to make sure people are fed and healthy in their homes. But then there's 20, additional services that round out our program. Can be everything from housekeeping to personal care to caregiver support, emergency response buttons, transportation, minor home repairs. So I can just keep going on down the list. But again, if you're needing assistance, what I really love to promote too is the fact that we're in, I guess, just coming out of Medicare open enrollment. We have Debbie Zwicker on board with us, and she's newer to the organization, and she comes after 20-something years with Fairfield Medical Center of doing Medicare counseling.
Okay.
We've got a script assist program in place, and she'll be counseling people around their prescription drug medications and how to save them money. So we look at, helping our seniors be successful, not only at staying independent in their homes, but housing stability, financial stability, education. We have just so much to offer. Matter balance programming to help overcome the fear of falling, healthy living, managing chronic illnesses, registered dietitian on staff. We have silver sneakers and currently a meditative chair yoga class that we're running. So we just keep growing and growing to meet the needs that we hear from our seniors. Hey, we need help with this. We need help with that. So 2025 is going to be an exciting year for us.
With those programs, do you have a certain income that you have to go from or off of?
No. Again, they're need-based services. So if you're in need and you need assistance, you come on out to the Senior Hub, and we're going to talk to you about the programs and services we have available. But some of the services do require a cost share.
Okay.
And so based on your income, if you have a healthy income, you might pay a little bit more of cost towards the program.
Sure.
If you're very low income, you may not have any cost toward the program. So like the emergency response button, you might get that for free or for $5 a month. If you have a very healthy income, you might pay the full amount of $25 a month.
Oh, wow.
For that service or whatever.
Yeah.
But the Meals on Wheels Senior Services Levy, that's what enables us to provide these services on a, on an affordable basis.
Okay. What is it that you think keeps people or those seniors from, and those who really need it, from using any of your services?
Well, for one, they may not know what's available to them.
Okay.
A lot of times people think somebody else can use it more than I can use it.
Yes.
And then also income. I have a healthy income. I probably shouldn't call Meals on Wheels or the Senior Hub. Well, that's just kind of, I don't know. That's not always true.
Right.
So that's need-based services. Again, if you have a ton of money but you have nobody to help care for you, you're going to need some help.
Yeah.
And that's why we're here to help you.
Yes.
I think that the services that we provide, our care coordinators come out to your home. We talk you through what we have to offer. We see where you are in your journey of aging. So are you mobile? Are you able to get around your home? Do you have family supports? What's your mental health like? Kind of thing. So we just check you out from top to bottom and figure out, okay, some of these services can be a benefit to you. So we're sitting in the home, and say the client did call us or their family referred to us and said, Mom could use some meals. So we come in and we talking to Mom, and we find out, oh, she's got some real mobility issues, and she's got these big steps coming out of her home. I can't get in and out of my home, basically. So, okay, could you use a home modification? We can help you with that, so we can get a ramp put in. Hey, what about your bathroom area? There's no grab bars to help you safely get in and out of the tub. We can help with that. Okay. So maybe you're home alone so much, maybe you could use one of those personal emergency response buttons. So if you have a fall, we can get you the help you need. So it just kind of unfolds, but we don't push any services on our clients. We say, here's what you would qualify for and some of the things that we think could help you, and they can choose. And a lot of times seniors will come in and they'll just take the meals. And they get to know us. They get to know, hey, I call them. They call me back. They're trustworthy people. And then they start opening up and saying, I think I could use this now. I think I'll try this. And so the whole idea is to help people to be successful and have a quality of life living in their own homes or in the environment of their choice.
I know that for my dad, I mean, I stopped by on a regular basis, but he went out to check the mail one time and fell.
Oh gosh.
Could not get back up. And this is something that I know, with Senior Hub is you guys can help and assist with that. But what I wanted to ask is those who have, we'll use the term healthy incomes and things like that. If they want somebody to come out, I mean, can they get somebody to come out once a week instead of every day?
For meals?
For anything to check or meals or for any kind of the, if they go shopping, didn't you mention they could go shopping and things like that for them?
We don't do shopping right now. We're hoping to do that in 2025.
Oh, well, listen to me. Okay, yeah, I'm ahead of it.
Yeah, you are.
Okay,
you are.
But
again, we have programs like the meals program themselves. We try to let the persons decide how they would like that delivered.
Okay.
So,
or how often too?
Yeah. So sometimes our seniors have, I don't know, what do I want to say? I can't think of they go to the doctor a lot. Or they have infusions, that are scheduled on a regular basis. And they say, I'm never home on Tuesdays and Thursdays because I have this and this.
Okay.
So we can tailor your delivery schedule and give you 2 meals on, Monday. And, or give you a stack of meals at the beginning of the week that will last you the entire week kind of thing.
Okay.
So we do try to customize the best we can. We provide different kinds of diets. So we've got everything from the diverticulitis to diabetic diet to different textured foods. So we really do try to meet our seniors where they are and meet their needs.
Well, and I know for myself, when you become an empty nester and it's just you going to the grocery store and then standing there making an entire meal, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot, even a half a pound of hamburger, and I don't even know if they sell a quarter of a pound of hamburger, is a lot for one person to, have.
And what we love about that situation is our congregate dining sites. And so we have community meal sites, the largest being our Sister Lucille's dining room right there at the Senior Hub on Cedar Hill Road, where seniors who can still drive and get around, they're coming out and having a good, nutritious meal. But socializing, having a good old time.
You saw it.
Next. Yeah. And we have a couple of restaurant sites available. We have the Farmhouse Cafe in the Baltimore area and Bob's Backyard Barbecue in the Pickerington area. So these are places where seniors can go and dine again, get out of the house, meet up with friends, but they're eating off of a pre-approved menu.
Nice.
So you're not going in and getting cheeseburgers and shakes and pies. You're eating off of a menu that our dietitian has approved as being healthy for you.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Still good though.
Yes, that's good. Yeah, Sometimes I think it's always good when somebody else makes it. Usually, when I have to make it. Oh no, I'm joking.
That is true though. That is true.
Sometimes it is.
Right.
Yeah. But so, where are you located? What are your hours? And real quick, volunteers and things like that, because I know there's never enough time to spend with you because of all of the things and services you have to offer.
You're right. There's so much you could talk day and night about it. But we are located at 1515 Cedar Hill Road here in the city of Lancaster. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 is our office hours. Volunteers, we're always looking for those meal delivery drivers, but we also have clerical work, dining room help, warehouse work where you're packing meal sacks and that kind of thing. We have once a month options where you're delivering groceries or food boxes on a once a month basis. So, hey, you got one day a month that you want to give back. I mean, we're in January, so all these New Year's resolutions where you want to give back, you want to help others, hey, call us. 740-681-5050, and we'll connect you.
Awesome.
We will.
As always, I so love having you with me, Anna. And then you have to come back if you do add that other service that I had mentioned that you guys are working on in 2025, because that would be a big one, I think, for folks as well, is doing the whole bit of grocery. And that would
we listen to our seniors. So, what is it that you need?
And I can see that.
In 2025, our new strategic plan lays out several different ways that we're going to be able to help our seniors.
March for Meals. I know I
coming
didn't
up
ask
in
you about
March.
that. That's coming up. So if you look for that as well, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you, Anna. Folks, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. It is Down Here with Tina.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our 2 locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
What makes Fairhope what it is our staff. It's always a question that we ask, why do you want to be here with us? And what they most always say is, "You've touched my life this way. You know, you took care of this person, or I've seen what you've done and I want to do that." And so the staff that have been here know what it takes. They've been on the other side. They see what it takes to make someone comfortable, to make the family comfortable, and really what kind of support they need. And so I think that's what really makes Fairhope what it is.
Welcome back to Down Home with Tina. I have my first responder of the month. She is a communication technician with the Lancaster Police Department. Her name is Jessica Flowers, and getting to know her a little bit. Wow, she has done some really cool things. I always think that, and I have so much respect for our first responders for so many things, but to do what you have done, and we're going to learn about that. Why did you decide to become a communication technician? Dispatcher, most known as dispatcher. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't my first choice. I've been in EMS for over a decade, and I actually got hurt on the job, and my injuries led to me not being able to work on the squad anymore.
Oh,
so
I'm sorry.
I was trying to figure out how can I still help people, and I went down the road of looking into dispatching, and I had my personal dispatchers from when I worked for Athens County EMS let me sit in with them, and I was like, maybe this might be for me.
Let me ask you this before we get into the dispatching side of it. Why did you decide to become a paramedic or go into EMS even, to help people?
Yeah, ultimately it kind of was another thing that just I fell into. I was at Hawking College to be a physical therapy assistant, and then the program had some accreditation issues. So I was like, I want to not waste any time. I want to still be able to do something. And then I fell in love with the EMS program and became a paramedic.
Nice, nice. What was it like when you were in that position and in that job?
It was amazing. I know it kind of sounds bad saying it's amazing, but because you see good and you see the bad, and I really hold on to the good stuff, but some of those bad things, you're just like, this is what I train for, and this is why I do it. And
yeah,
it's good to be able to help people in their time of need, and unfortunately you can't help everybody, but you do the best you can with what you got.
What a great way to look at it. Yeah, I love that. So now that you are in dispatching, how many years or how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it for 2.5 years now.
Okay. What's this been like so far for you?
At first I was not sure if I was doing the right thing, if dispatch was going to be my thing, and then I actually had a call in 2023, and it was how I got a life-saving award.
Really? So you've been awarded that?
Yes, and it was a call. This lady called distraught, but not like terribly distraught, but her husband went down in the bathroom, only 50 years old. And she's like, I'm not really sure what's going on. And I listened and asked her some questions and realized he was in cardiac arrest. So I was able to coach her through doing CPR, and luckily we had some amazing officers we also dispatched during those to start that way. And then the fire department got there and they were able to save him. So
wow,
it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I would definitely say. So do you believe that the experience that you had before and being in as EMS has helped you to be able to do this in the dispatching position, communication technician side of it?
Absolutely. I think my experience hands-on helps me be able to relay the information to the people calling easier, because I can picture it. I know what I'm doing. I've done it hundreds of times in some situations. So I feel like it gives me a bit of an advantage.
Did it teach you how to verbalize it now, though, right?
Yeah,
because before you could just do it. I mean, I know that you were probably working with other people at the time. It's not just you there as a medic, but now it's using the words and getting into ready in the format. Was that an easy transition?
I would say maybe easier than some, but it has been a bit difficult because I want to use the terminology I know, which is a bit more advanced than the normal person.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, it's just like you put me in a room with a board of all this technology stuff and on radio or TV, I'd be like, they're telling me to go to the left and I'm looking to the right because my brain's freaking out. So yeah. So no.
Like I could be like, oh, well, it
So
sounds
good.
like that
Who's
person
like that?
has
But yeah.
agonal respirations, and they're like, I don't know what that means.
Yes.
And to me, I know that's bad, and that
Okay.
means something like a cardiac arrest event is happening, because
Yeah.
that's the last ditch effort for your body is an agonal respiration. So,
Okay.
but a normal person doesn't know that if they haven't had any type of training to know.
Yeah. So you had to relay that, or do you have to? Or there are certain things you don't have to say because you have to.
Technically, I mean, I wouldn't have to say that, but I could change the wording up. Like, what I'm hearing sounds like a type of breathing that is not good, and we need to start CPR.
Okay. Very, very cool. Yeah. About how many calls do you usually take?
Oh, I
On a
work
shift.
second shift, so we take a lot of calls.
I bet.
I think at one point they said we take like 70% of the calls for the entire city, which I think last track I had was like 70 or 80,000 a year. And I
Holy
think that
cow,
was just
Jessica.
law enforcement, not including the fire department.
When they call the fire department stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
What is, do you think, the number one call that you get that you can maybe help folks who do call in that may not need to, or I guess, I don't know.
I'm not really sure. Like, we get a lot of medic calls, and I feel like that's where I thrive the most, is helping people through those. But in the realm of just dispatching, we get a lot of domestic violence, and we got a lot of mental health related issues. I would say those are almost the top right now, is just, especially this time of year, people having a lot of mental health issues.
I remember going out on a run with one of the police officers for LPD, and there were like 3 or 4, and when just the one I was with, because there were more out on duty at that time than just one, and it was just kind of like, wow, it's big out there. And wellness, and you probably get wellness calls and things like that as well.
And sometimes they're just fine, and sometimes, unfortunately, they're not.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So your highlight is getting the life-saving award. Did you get to meet the person?
I did not.
Okay.
But one of the officers that was on that call happened to be going through the area not too long after that, and was able to check in and
To
see how they were doing, and he passed that information along with me. So
Oh,
it was
good,
pretty
good,
cool.
good. Oh, yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool to get to meet, hopefully one day, to meet the person that you were able to do that with. Well, keep doing what you're doing, because like I said, I think, I don't even know. I wouldn't even know. It's just something that I think some have a gift with, and you're doing what you're supposed to do, because you already saved one life, so who knows how many more that you've possibly even saved by just answering those calls.
I did have another one, but
You did? You have
Yeah.
another one?
mm-hmm.
Really?
It was actually, I'm sure you're familiar with the fire that was a fatality not too long ago, I think back in June. And that same day, I took a call for a 3-month-old that was not breathing, called in by their grandmother. And I was able to coach them through CPR and even rescue breaths. And we were able to get the baby breathing and pinking back up before the medics got there. So that one was pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, you gotta, at the end of the day, just be like, it could be stressful, I'm sure, but it's so well worth it.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy going from a fatal fire to that in not a very long time. Like, it was a very short amount of time. You just have to make sure your brain clicks to be able to help the next person.
That's right, that you can't hold on from what happened before because you can't let it bring it down. You gotta stay positive and have that in you to know what you to keep doing what you're doing, because that's amazing. Thank you so much. You're my first responder month. Ava Jewelers, we work together, and we, anyways, here's a gift card for you to stop in at Ava Jewelers if you would like to. So hope you could get yourself something. Anyways, thank you for what you do. Folks, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. It's Down Home with Tina.
I believe recovering from self is one of the bravest things that anybody can do. And it is an absolute honor to be able to witness people evolve, grow, find purpose in their lives.
The reason why I do what I do is I love helping people, and I really love to work on understanding and striving to improve the lives of the people in our community. Being in Fairfield County is having a network of people around you.
I like helping veterans, and I think I like that my job is never the same day to day. Every day brings a new set of challenges to overcome and new people to help. so it's always changing.
Community, connections, collaboration. The Fairfield County Way.
Jason, let's go see your room.
No, that's not right. How was it? Is it good?
Downhill with Tina is brought to you by these amazing sponsors. Folks, I wanted to share a positive message with you. I came across one that I thought was pretty nifty, and I really like it because it has to do with fresh starts. I know being that we've been into the new year now for a little over a week, which is okay, but it's never, ever, ever too late to start over. And that's what my positive quote has to do with. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. It is never too late to be what you might have been. And I say that because I know for myself and my own personal and life experiences that there are things that are going to happen that might change what we thought life was going to be. Little did I know in 2010 I would do radio. My wish was to always have, and dream was to have my very own TV show. And little did I know at that start of the career in radio, did I ever think in a million years that it would lead me to have my very own TV show. And now I get to work at a detention center and work with kids and be inspiring, hopefully, to them. Little did I know that I get to go and be a teacher with preschool kids and 4-year-olds and hopefully instill good things and a foundation for them when it comes to their outlook on what school is to them because it's their first experience. If you want to do something and you want a new start in doing something different, don't be afraid to start to take that. Just take that first step because you're never going to get there if you don't begin. So I encourage you to do it today, even if it wasn't on your New Year's resolutions or anything like that. Don't be afraid to go for it because you are the one in the driver's seat and you are the one in control. The only thing that I do ask that you do is to have the man upstairs go alongside with you because I know for me, if I have fallen flat on my face in something, I get back up, and he is the reason why I decide to get back up and to keep moving forward. With that being said, this has been probably over a month now that I came across a song. The name is Morgan, and I got to look it up. Pardon me, I got to look up the name. It is a very favorite song of mine now. And people, when you listen to it, you're going to be kind of like thinking, is she going through a tough time? And it's Megan Woods. Her name is Megan Woods. The song is The Truth. And the song talks about I make him proud. And him as in the man upstairs, and I make him smile. And when I wake up every day, and it's been weeks now, I will listen to that song right away. I'll listen to it multiple times in the day to remind myself who I'm living for and what I'm living for. And when it has to do living for something bigger than me, it sure makes life a heck of a lot easier. Folks, thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll keep on watching and be a fan of Downhill with Tina. God bless, and until next time, good day.